The way most people do LinkedIn outreach in 2026 is completely broken. They're manually sending connection requests, copy and pasting the same exact DM to everyone, and they're wondering why nobody replies. There's literally a tool that automates the entire system, and it's actually booking me an absurd amount of calls every single month. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to set up an automated LinkedIn outreach machine that runs while you sleep. And most people don't even know that this tool exists yet, which means right now, it's a wide open lane. I'm actually the founder of Velocity Flow, and we actually build, run, and manage these entire outbound systems that generate hundreds of meetings every single month. LinkedIn alone has generated hundreds of meetings just for our agency specifically, so I'm gonna show you exactly what we're doing. I'm gonna be walking you through the account setup, the targeting, how to actually write sequences that generate responses, and the launching of the campaign, all within under 10 minutes. And if you're doing B2B outreach and you're not using LinkedIn to generate leads for your business, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table. So let's go ahead and fix that. And the tool that we're gonna be using is called AimFox. So you can go to aimfox.com, or you can click the link in the description below to claim your 7-day free trial. Now here's what actually makes it different. Every other platform that I've seen makes you go to Sales Navigator, copy the URL, and place it into some platform. And there's just way too many steps. But with AimFox, Sales Navigator is literally built inside the platform. There's so many things that you can do. You can do a LinkedIn search, you can do event attendees, you can even upload a custom list like a CSV of LinkedIns that you've already scraped. You can do post engagers, so you target users who engage with the LinkedIn post. You can even do group members. You can obviously use basic Sales Navigator as well. You can even upload leads from like SmartLead or any sequencer that you use. And the best part about it is it's all in one place and you don't have to go across like many different platforms just to get the data that you want. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set your account up with AimFox. So to do that here, you're going to click add account. You can either do this the AimFox Chrome extension, so you can connect to AimFox using an existing LinkedIn login session. This is like completely safe. You just have to download their cookies, or you could just do the email and password, but both are safe. So basically, let's say we're going to add the extension here. We're going to click next. You're going to select your location. We're going to click next, and then it's probably going to have you add the cookies to your browser to essentially like set up your LinkedIn account. So we're just going to click connect. Now, as you see, mine's already connected. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click the 3 dots here. We're going to go to account settings, and then you want to click interaction limits /week. You're going to click this, and then this is going to show you if your account, you can obviously like turn warm up here. If you're starting on like a brand new account, you could set up the warm up settings here, but obviously my account's already warmed up. So then we can set our connection request limit. So I'm going to do 200. The message requests, I'm going to do 150. And then the in-mails, I could also do like 150 as well. You can just obviously tailor this to yourself based on, you know, how warmed up your LinkedIn account is already. But once we're going to do that, we're going to click save, and we're going to save all that data. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you how to set up a campaign. To set up a campaign, all you want to do is you want to go to the campaign tab here. You're going to click campaigns. You're gonna click create a campaign. And now the good thing about AimFox is you could do either an outbound campaign or you could do an inbound campaign. Okay, so an inbound campaign would be something like targeting people who are already connected with you. Like if you wanna send like a blast out to all of your connections, if you don't like reach out to your connections and you wanna do that. So this is what you would use that for. You could obviously do a LinkedIn search. You could do event attendees. You could obviously upload a custom CSV. You can upload them from SmartLead. You can do target users who've already engaged with your LinkedIn post, group members, Sales Navigator, LinkedIn search as well. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do outbound. So we're gonna target 2nd and 3rd degree connections. So we can do same thing here, essentially LinkedIn search, event attendees. You can upload a custom CSV with people. Just for the sake of this example though, we're actually gonna be using the Sales Navigator. So what we wanna do first is we actually wanna name the campaign. We're gonna be doing staffing and recruiting though. So you wanna name the campaign. You're gonna select your LinkedIn account here. So just for this one, I'm going to be using my own LinkedIn account. And then you can choose your outreach type. So do you want to do in-mail or do you want to do connections? Say you're trying to grow your LinkedIn account to obviously help you reach out to more people. You're going to click connect, and then you can select your maximum targets here. So the minimum would be 250, or not the minimum, but that's just like the default that it has it at. I think 199 is the max if you don't have Sales Navigator, but I think if you do have Sales Navigator, it's 299. So for the sake of this example, we'll just do 199, and then you could exclude targets as well. So you could exclude targets based on campaign activity or profile details. So we can click here. So we want previously targeted, we want to turn that off. and we want to turn no profile photo off, or we actually want to turn that on because we don't want to obviously target these people. So after you put your filters here, now what you're going to want to do is you want to click create campaign. And then what you're going to do here is you're actually going to start targeting the people that you want to obviously target, right? So there's a bunch of different filters. Obviously this is Sales Navigator just built into the actual app, which is like so much more convenient. You can do the current company that they work at, current company headcount. So for this example, I'm going to be doing founders or co-founders at a staffing and recruiting firm, and the company headcount I want to do is going to be 1 to 10 employees. You could obviously do past company as well. So if you want to target people who are in a past company, you do the company type and company headquarters location. So I only want to work with people who are in the United States. So we want to include those people. And let's see if the company headcount works. Right. We'll do 1 to 10 employees. The function, obviously they just tailor this to your ICP as well, but let's say staffing and recruiting. Well, that's going to be the job function. You want your current job title. So like I said, we're going to be targeting founders. So we're going to include those. You could also do co-founders as well. You can click their seniority level here. So if you want entry level, if you want director, in training, things like that. You can even choose their past job title and the years in the current company, the years in their current position. There's so many filters that you can use for this, but obviously just tailor this, like I said, to your ICP. Make sure you include the geography as well. So like I said, I only want to work with people in the United States. The industry, like I said, for this example, I'm going to be doing staffing and recruiting. You could even do like marketing services. There's tons of different things you can target, industries that you can target on here, but I'm trying to find the staffing and recruiting firm right now. You could usually search them up. Insurance, let's say staffing and recruiting right here. So we're going to include that. You could even target first names, last names. Now the profile language, again, I don't speak another language, so I'm going to be doing English here. You could even target years of experience, groups, the school that they went to. This essentially just has all the filters that, like LinkedIn Sales Navigator has itself. So either you can target people who are already following your current company, connections of, past colleagues, shared experiences, change jobs. Now we want to turn this on as well. Post it on LinkedIn. That makes sure that they're actively posting on LinkedIn and you're not wasting your time reaching out to people who aren't even actively posting on LinkedIn, because they're probably not going to be a right fit anyways. You could obviously add workflows here like lead lists, people you interact with, save leads accounts, things like that as well. But now that you actually started your campaign flow, so you started actually targeting, what you're going to click here is you're going to click next. So it's going to prepare your targets. It's probably going to take around like 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on, like how many leads that you selected. But we're going to pause the video here and then come back once these actually populate. Okay, so as you've seen here, it's about 50% finished right now. All of these have populated, and I'm obviously just going to blur out all these names just out of respect of everybody. But after your list is populated, I'm not going to wait for the full thing to finish just for the sake of this example, but we have around 960 leads right now. So what we're going to do is now we're going to click next right here, and then we're going to actually set up our connection request or your sequences to actually reach out to these leads. This is step number 3. So what we're going to do is you can actually set up a connection flow, and you can create different split tests as well. We are going to do connection request. So if you see right here, free LinkedIn accounts can only send 5 connection notes a month. So you have to upgrade to premium to add notes to your campaign. What we're going to do is we're going to do connection request here, and then you can even add a new one. So if you add a new one, you have to like label it, but that's like for a later video. But what we're going to do is you could also create a split test as well. So like you can create a new flow, but just for the sake of this example, we're going to do connection flow A. So this basically, we're going to connect with them automatically. This doesn't really apply, but say you're reaching out to people within different languages, it's going to automatically translate messages to your prospect's language. So say like you're reaching out to someone who only speaks Spanish, it's going to translate that into Spanish for you. It's going to have you view the target's profile immediately before connecting with them. And then you can also send connection request notes, which is essentially what you have to do with the paid LinkedIn plan. You can also react to a post. So if you connect with someone, you can react to their post as well. So I'm going to turn this on. We're going to react to a post, let's say 2 hours after reaching out to them. So you're actually showing engagement. You can also add a message sequence as well. So once they accept your connection request, you can add a follow-up message sequence. So if you click this here, you can actually choose like many different templates here. So they actually have like ones already in here for you. Say you're re-engaging old leads, like, hey, first name, this trend or this thread crossed my mind again. Just wanted to reopen the door in case things is timing better now. So this is like follow-up methods. There's a bunch of different templates that they already have in here. So like peer-to-peer questions as well. So this actually has AI doing it. So I'm chatting with a few people in your role right now, Jonathan, and notice a pattern around struggling to consistently attract and retain top talent at a high competitive market, especially. So this is just like a peer-to-peer question. There's many different, I believe you can do voice notes as well on these, but we're not going to do one of these. We're not going to do a follow-up sequence. So what we're going to do, you can actually withdraw a connection request as well. So if they don't accept it within 7 days, you can withdraw it here. You can even actually add in-mail optimization here. So this is what we're going to do. So we can choose a template here, you know, like neutral invite. So let's see what it gives us. This is going to be, they have like ChatGPT integrated with this to give us one. Would love to see you here. Hey, Jonathan, I'm Jaden, at founder at Velocity Flow. I'm reaching out because I'm hosting an upcoming event. Be glad for you to join us. So this is like if you're running like a webinar or something along the lines of that, you can literally blast this to a bunch of people LinkedIn accounts. This is like a connection request as well that we drew up. So, hey, Jonathan, not here to sell you anything yet. I built a free 5. So this is kind of like a lead magnet one, but you can create your own. So let's say create a template here. We'll just say the name of the template. We'll do staffing and recruiting. And then you could just drop your subject line here, client question, and then you can type whatever you want in here. And then if you click this one right here, you can even add files, add like a bunch of stuff here. You can, you know, like do your tags here. So like first name, and I believe you could also, yeah, you could just do just like in your sequencer as well. You could add these right here, and then you can even do a prompt. So you can generate AI, or you can have an AI generate a prompt for you. So look at the prospects LinkedIn account. You don't have to, it's AI, you don't have to have like correct spelling or anything like that. Look at the prospect's LinkedIn account and find a achievement and congratulate them on an achievement or something like that. So that's just an example of so many things that you can do with them. And then you obviously see the preview text here. For this one, we aren't going to do a note here. So we're actually going to turn this off real quick. But this is just like one of the many things that you can do with them as well. You could even add like voice notes. For the sake of this example, we're only going to be doing connection request. Then you could obviously add like messages, sequences there if you're trying to do outreach for yourself. And then once you do that, you're going to click next here. You're going to check everything. So this is where you actually set up your campaign. I usually like to turn off Sunday because what we've seen working is like Monday, Saturday. Monday is actually a holiday, or at least for me at the time of this video, tomorrow is going to be Monday. So I can turn that off if I want to as well, but we're going to leave this on, and we want 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the target prospect's time zone. So we don't want to be texting someone at like 2 a.m. or connecting to someone at 2 a.m. We want 9 a.m. to 7 or I think that's 5 p.m. EST or whatever time zone that they're in. Okay, or you can do like working hours as well. You can turn that on. But once you actually find the schedule that you want, you're going to double check everything. You're going to click next here. You're just going to double connection or double check everything here. So your connection flow, you want to automatically translate. You can add a connection note, react to a post, message in sequence, withdraw connection request after 7 days. You double check everything here. Then you're going to click start, and then you're going to start the campaign. So this is just the example of how you can go about targeting thousands of leads, and you're literally not even doing anything. This is literally all automated. All you have to do is just reply to them or reach out to them, or you can set up a campaign where you even send up follow-up messages as well. All you have to do is now you have leads coming into you essentially because you already set up the campaign, and then you just go ahead and text them back and book them on your calendar. Now, if you wanted to see what the pricing looked like for the paid plan, I'll go into that here as well. So if you want to see, let's see the agency plan or billing, you can see the invoices here. I'm trying to find the billing, but I believe it's around $50 a month per account. So if you want to do that, you can obviously do the paid subscription as well. You do have a 7-day free trial where you get like literally all of the benefits. So I would recommend that you do that. It's just super worth it. And there's also a bunch of integrations that you can do as well, like Smart Lead, Instantly, and workflows. You can integrate this to Slack as well. So we integrate this to Slack. So like when somebody replies to a campaign that we sent out, it gets sent directly to Slack, and we can reply from there to let us know. And that's literally the full AimFox setup. You can reach out to thousands of leads now, literally on autopilot without you having to lift a finger. If this helped at all, go ahead and watch the next video here. It's going to actually explain how you craft your offer from scratch using the 3-step framework that we use here at Velocity Flow. So you can actually turn these connections into booked calls, into generated revenue for your business. And if you want to watch more cold email videos just like this one, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.